So what's your game?
Well, my game is it's going to tread kind of similar territory on only one aspect. The movies are very similar. You might have heard of them before.
Are they some of them on this list that we've just done?
Yeah, but I think it's okay. Okay. I think it's all right. They're not all the same. But here's my thought.
This is what I love about. We do prepare before each episode, but we never really tell each other everything we're going to do. So I just love the fact that I negate something I say immediately by going, all right, that's enough talking about that coronavirus. Let's continue talking about other pandemics in movies.
Right. Yeah, Evan, time for something completely different. Anyway.
Well, hey, you know what? It's going to empower people because they're going to be able to laugh at it, hopefully. Or at least complain that we're terrible. One way or the other. It'll get their minds off of it.
Exactly. But, Evan, dang it, what we all wish is we just wish that this coronavirus pandemic never happened. Right? Right. So what I have here...
I mean, to be fair, I'm kind of enjoying it. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, you aside. But what I have here, Evan, are, and you picked a few of them, the top 5 Outbreak movies, okay?
Yeah.
And they're ranked according to Ranker / Rotten Tomatoes in an order of which one's, the best. And what I want to do is, what if that outbreak never happened in those movies? What would the movie be? All right.
Just normal people going about their lives?
Okay, starting with Contagion. And then we're going to re-rank them. We're going to re-rank them and figure out which one would be the best movie, okay?
Oh, well, we've already talked about one of the plot points. Because Contagion could actually be just a family falling apart drama without the disease.
Right.
And Gwyneth Paltrow gets home and she's talking to somebody on the phone and Matt Damon's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then he kills her in a fit of rage. Smothers her stepson or her son.
You said that he's put upon this whole time, so he's like, "This is one straw too many," and he just loses his mind.
Yeah, there's a funny thing about. I mean, I do think Matt Damon's very good in that movie. I actually just rewatched it the other night. That's why it's so fresh in my mind. But it's a very realistic look at what would happen in a pandemic.
It really was,
and so he underplays everything. So you never really, until the end of the movie, you never really see him cry or fall apart because of his wife's death, mainly because as soon as he hears she dies, everything goes to shit and he has to handle it because now he's got a daughter he's trying to save and he's got to be strong for her. So he doesn't really get to express his grief until the very end of the movie. But maybe he's so calm through most of that movie because he's like, yeah, fucking bitch is cheating on me. She got what she deserved.
Right. But in this instance, she doesn't die.
No.
All it is you're right. It's a family where infidelity is revealed. You can still have this subplot of Jude Law hawking some other kind of drug,
Yeah.
And then maybe that is a part of it, or maybe that's just something that happens in as just another story. But it's still,
would the movie still be called Contagion?
Yeah, it's still called Contagion. Everything's the same,
Except it's not about anything that the movie is supposed to be about. You wouldn't have 90% of the characters in the movie anymore because they all come together because of this disease. It would just be Matt Damon and Gwyneth Paltrow and her son arguing about her cheating on him.
But the movie would still touch on these other lives. It'd see what the hell is Jude Law doing.
That'd be the most confusing. It'd be like, oh God, what was that Tom Hanks Halle Berry movie?
Oh, Cloud Atlas.
It'd be like Cloud Atlas, just not nearly as linear, making nearly as much sense because now all these people have no connection to each other whatsoever. It's like, here's Matt Damon. Oh God, his wife's cheating on him. Now here's Jude Law blogging on the internet. Oh look, Kate Winslet's checking out some disease in India. And they have nothing to do with each other. They literally never connect.
They do have plenty to do with each other. Humanity. Everyone has issues.
Yeah.
All
that's
right.
what Contagion, everyone has issues.
Yeah. Okay, so that's
people doing stuff.
So that would be the Contagion movie, okay?
Yeah.
Next one on the list is Outbreak.
Yeah, well, okay, a monkey escaped from a lab.
And that's it.
Yeah.
No, he bites a guy, but nothing happens.
Yeah, the guy's just like, fucking monkey.
So a monkey, and then he tries to sell this monkey and he can't, and so he lets this monkey go. And then it's just story of the monkey.
Yeah, the misadventures of the monkey.
Right.
It's like the incredible journey. He runs into a dog and a cat and another dog, and they're all talking to each other telepathically, and then they let him join, and they all go on an incredible journey.
Trying to get back to Nigeria or Zaire.
Dustin Hoffman never shows up. Rene Russo, Kevin Spacey, they never show up. It's now the movie Outbreak about 4 animals getting in misadventures. All right.
Okay.
Done.
That's pretty damn good. I would definitely rank that one above the Contagion one right now.
Yeah.
I'd put that
because
one
it actually
one.
Could have a plot. It sounds like Contagion literally has nothing going on.
I don't know. You can milk an infidelity for a long time. You know?
Well, if that was all the movie was about. But we were insisting on keeping all the characters, even though now they have absolutely nothing to do with each other.
You're right. There's a lot of characters in this movie.
There's a huge amount of characters in the movie. No one is the star of that movie. The disease is the star of that movie.
Yeah. And the only reason you have so many characters and big name characters is because a lot of them die throughout the movie.
Elliot Gould is in the movie for maybe 5 minutes.
Not this time.
No. He's still in it for 5 minutes. You just see him working.
Oh, okay, right.
And then it cuts to Marianne Cotillard, also working.
It's a working drama. Okay.
Where there's no drama. 40 minutes from the end of the movie, you're going to be like, what the hell happened to that couple that was going through the infidelity?
Yeah, I thought there was going to be like a court case and like a divorce. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, next up.
Anyway.
12 Monkeys.
Okay. So 12 Monkeys takes place in the future after a disease has eradicated most of mankind, and they have to go back in time to try and find as much about the disease as they can.
Yes.
So in this instance,
there's no disease.
So it never would have happened. So it would just be so people aren't underground. It's just the future.
And Bruce Willis is in jail.
Yeah.
So it'd be about Bruce Willis and his wacky buddy Brad Pitt.
Well, no, he doesn't meet Brad Pitt in jail. Brad Pitt's in the past.
Oh, you're right.
So Bruce Willis never has to go to the past because there's no disease for him to fight. In fact, there would be no mention of 12 Monkeys at this point because no one gives a shit because nothing
Bruce Willis
happened.
is just some, wife beater in prison and that's it.
Yeah.
Or whatever he got in prison for.
They never said what he did in that movie. He's supposed to be kind of the hero of the movie. What if he's awful?
Yeah, what if he he just kicks kids a lot?
Yeah. We're like, oh man, I hope this guy survives. And then he does. And then you're just like, oh God, what's he doing? It's like peeling cats alive or something. It's like, oh.
James Cole, we thank you for your service. You are released from prison. Anyway.
Oh, thank God, I've got so much raping to do. You're like, this is our hero?
No. Wait, we're ending the movie? Right now?
But no. So if there's no disease, it would just be an above ground future, not that far into the future. And he would just be a prisoner who doesn't get taken out because they don't need him for anything. Unless they release him to experiment on him in other ways.
Right. So it seems like this universe, this reality is all about kind of experimenting. You know what? They might have even invented time travel anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it seems like it was out of necessity to fix this disease, of course. But what if time travel is still in play?
Okay, well then why do you send Bruce Willis back in time?
I want this to happen. I want Bruce Willis to, his goal is, I gotta get to that time machine. So he doesn't escape just prison, he escapes his reality and goes back in time.
Sure.
But what if
what does he do when he gets back in time?
I just want to get back into jail again, but just in a different decade or something.
Yeah. He goes back in time, he's like, oh, now I can do so much raping. He's still like, why is this guy our lead?
Come on, Cole. Come on, James. Yeah, he just goes through
that's a funny thing. I never thought about that. They never tell you why he's in jail.
Right. But that's a good move because most of these reasons why you're in jail is not going to endear you to your protagonist.
No, not at all.
If he stole cars, he's not going to this maximum security jail. So,
no, not at all.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just how people lived. Who knows?
Right. Okay, so guy in jail for no reason / maybe goes back in time to do awful things. I don't want to watch that movie. Sounds
like a lot of fun. I think I saw that movie. It was called Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Okay.
And it's burned into my brain forever.
Okay. Next up.
Yeah.
Andromeda Strain.
Andromeda Strain. I've never actually seen this one.
Well,
but I know what it is.
Yeah. So I'm going to stop reading the second it starts bringing up, death or viruses.
Okay. So this is the pitch for the movie without the disease in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
A story is told in flashback as Dr. Jeremy Stowe testifying to a congressional committee. Well, I guess that wouldn't happen because that's in the past after the virus. So that doesn't count. Here we go. After a doctor talking about something. Talking about this.
You're really selling the movie. All right, I got this movie about a doctor. Talk about stuff.
Oh, keep talking. What kind of stuff?
We're interested. They do like the cocked eyebrow, like lean forward, like go on.
Ooh. They just push money off the table into their lap. Anyway, after a satellite, a U.S. government project-coded scoop, crashes near the small rural town of Piedmont, New Mexico. And I can't say any more because it talks about stuff that would be in.
All right, I got this movie for you. Doctor says some stuff and a satellite crashes. What do you think?
Yeah. We think.
He's talking about strawberries or something. I don't know. What happens after the satellite crashes? Nothing.
Well, what does it hit? Does it hit like the town? Does it hit the jail? Does it hit like a building?
Just outside the town.
Oh, okay. Do people go out and investigate?
Yeah, but nothing happens. They just go, oh, look at that satellite. And then some guys come, pick it up, take it away. Everybody goes back to their normal life. And the doctor's still talking about stuff.
But what kind of stuff now is the doctor talking about?
He's asking people if they read that book that he likes.
What book?
Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we're writing the script.
Oh, you got my interest piqued. What book?
A week later, he turns in the script. Here it is, the finished script for our film.
Oh, shit, I gotta find that book.
It's 7 pages long.
Yeah, okay.
Yep,
so
and it's called The Andromeda Strain.
So, I'm reading it, and it just ends with, to be continued. Where's the rest of it?
Oh, that'll be The Andromeda Strain 2. That's when the doctor, reads a new book. Oh. And he wants to talk to people about it.
Oh, shit. Here's $100 million.
And he's buying blueberries.
Why you're all about blueberries and stuff?
I don't know. He just likes to talk about fruit. You gotta talk about something.
This is true.
Books and fruit. That's all this guy cares about.
Books and fruit.
He's a weirdo. You want to call it books and fruit? Nah, Andromeda Strain.
Okay, so that's the movie. It's a doctor being weird.
Yeah.
You would think, though, Evan, a satellite crashing in a small town would jumpstart this big, long story.
Yeah, but without the disease.
Well, what else could it jumpstart?
Well, we're not... Are we adding new plots in, or are we just taking the diseases out?
Yeah, we're taking the disease out. Okay, so it's just... Government comes, takes the thing away. Yeah, you're right. If it was the disease, you'd follow the scoop.
Right, exactly.
And we still could. We could still follow the satellite. They go, shit, this thing broke. Let's fix it.
Yeah, that's exactly what would happen.
Right, so they're just fixing a satellite.
Yeah. Nah, it's an old satellite anyway. Throw it away.
Then you follow
into a wastebasket.
Then you follow it through the, goes on a dump truck. You follow it into the dump.
And at the end of the movie, as the dump truck is leaving, you see a car pass by the dump truck and the camera zooms in and it's a doctor and he's got his son in the passenger seat. And he's like, and then he's munching on a strawberry. Yeah. And then what happens in the book? And you never find out what book he's talking about.
Oh man. You're good at teases. You're good at teases, Evan.
I am. Believe me, I know what being teased is like.
And lastly, we have The Happening.
Oh. All right.
Here's as much as I can say in the synopsis from Wikipedia before it starts bringing up, reference to viruses and stuff.
Can I guess? Well, here's some stupid movie, and then that's all you could say.
In New York City's Central Park. And that's all I can say.
That's it? Okay.
That's it. Before mass suicide or we could just have mass suicide and it's not related to the virus.
No, you can't. That's cheating.
That's cheating. You're right.
If you're taking the disease out, you got to take the repercussions of the disease out as well.
Yes.
And this one isn't even a disease; it's spores.
It still counts, it's.
I mean, I guess it kind of counts, but it's still dumb.
So all you have is you got a high school science teacher, Elliot Moore, and his wife, Alma, doing stuff, teaching.
Yeah.
And them teaching. It's just them teaching. Learn, it's like them teaching the kids. One of those teacher movies.
Let's talk some more about bees. You talk about bees a little bit more, guys?
And then the kids are like, I don't want to do homework. I don't want to do this.
And then he like grabs one of them, puts him in a headlock.
Oh, he's a little too rough.
Well, I mean, it's Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
That was never a great role for him.
No.
Like, he should have played his guy in The Departed as the teacher.
Yeah, for real.
What the fuck you talking about? You don't want to listen? Cocksucker?
Yelling at a little 8-year-old because he's not learning science quick enough.
And I think he was a high school science teacher.
Oh, high school. Yeah. So a 17-year-old or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way.
Okay, so here are the movies, Evan. We got a movie about infidelity and then a whole bunch of people for no reason.
Yeah.
We got a monkey on a trek through the woods trying to find home. We got future jail. That's it. Yeah. Future jail. We got a doctor being, going on about books and shit. Or we got a teacher roughing up high school kids.
I want to see the monkey movie.
Well, rank all 5, Evan. This is the final. You get to rank all 5, top to bottom.
All right.
What do you think?
Outbreak first.
Okay.
Andromeda Strain second, actually, because that would be so weird.
Yeah.
God, what were the others?
Contagion, Outbreak, 12 Monkeys, Andromeda Strain, and The Happening.
Next movie would be 12 Monkeys. So we'll go Outbreak, Andromeda Strain, 12 Monkeys, The Happening, and Contagion.
Contagion last, even with all that star power. Wow.
Yeah, because it's almost like you're sitting down to watch a Marriage Story, and then 10 minutes in, it's just a movie that has nothing to do with any of that anymore.
Right. It's just a movie like Marriage Story, but with shitty editing and just random bloated casts for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool, Evan. Very cool.
Well, I sent you a video, speaking of people judging things.